come with the big agbada. Fine Toyota. That they do like say they love is scatter. Say make we gather and shake the rubber. They make us feel like our map in the matter. Time don't come, no go sleep again. At the same time now that they give away. We no go let anybody they fool our ear with them. Say them, say person, say on a big talk.
In your lifetime, can you at least send development before ballot boxes into rural areas? I guess you just love to stay in power and since power supply with the same power the masses supplied you, and hate it when they surprise you, so you turn off the light. But your bad engineering shall forget DJ switch. Now you trying to switch horror to Nollywood police cat stiff, but your bad casting they make you stammer for your blockbuster interview. You selfish MFs, turn life upside down for a fisherman. As soon as somebody speak up, you're trying to fisherman. Popular Twitter preachers say the country don't tight us. True, the country don't cast, but I want love go bind us.
All about Mr. Bleach, it's okay, that is okay.
Seriously? It's okay? Like for real? But I'm speaking on behalf of me and my co-victims that you played 419 with your COVID-19 palliative Parliament of Thieves.
I could say how I feel, I no mind if I risk or something must kill a man. For my country, no, for the common man, mayday somebody call 911. Fabu too plenty, oh boy, it is very, very plenty and so crazy. Since 1960, we still they see these things. Corruption no go day anymore. A lot of no go harass you anymore. Economy go suitable for everyone. God, I've had enough of your big. All of we are fighting for your children too. Constitution tell us that we get to rap or eat us wrong because they shoot us every time we raise our voice on our big talk. Big talk, yeah. On our big talk. Hula, yeah, big talk.
Yep, here we go. Thanking you indeed. Right. Thanks to the works of our Precious.
Yes.
No, not Patience. Patience.
Patience, right?
Adekunle, a graduate of Fine and Applied Arts from Ladoke Akintola University. That lady is amazing with her paintings. We just wish we can not just but wish her the very best. Those are beautiful works. And
beautiful.
If probably she has the opportunity of doing this in Europe, in America.
You don't know how big she's going to be.
And we just hope we can really support and appreciate things like that.
Yes.
And when we talk about appreciation, one other massive talent is with us in the studio this morning. He's a talented music artist. He's a director and also a songwriter. He is a graduate from the University of Port Harcourt, where he bagged a degree in music. He hails from Delta State, though, and is a lover of arts as well.
Okay.
He's a creative professional specializing in graphic design, cinematography, video directing, and video editing. He's also a UI, UX designer and tutor. He has several released songs which are available on various streaming platforms. He's multifaceted with talent and dedication to his craft. That actually makes him stand out as a creative and music industry. It's a pleasure to have GG, the way I prefer to call him, Gladness Gold in the house this morning. GG.
Thank
Good
you
morning
for
to
the
you, Glad.
privilege. Good
Always a
morning.
delight. Good morning, man.
Hello.
Good. Gladness Gold, artist.
Yeah.
Wow. You saw that lady.
Yeah.
You two, you have a flair for art.
Yes, I do.
You can see them. The lady had the afro on her head.
Like the artistic
The
afro.
yeah. Look, Gladness
It's
has
got
this
cornrows of
hair.
an artist.
Oh my goodness, where do I start my life from?
You know,
again?
you see, I kind of feel like whatever it is that you do should depict you.
Yeah.
As men looking at him right now, you will just tell, like, he doesn't have to tell me what he does. I'll just be like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of artistic traits in there. Yeah, so yeah, well done.
Well done, Gladness. All right.
Music.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
I've loved music ever since I was young.
Started from church?
Yeah, I started from church.
Goodness me.
Okay.
Okay.
Joined the choir. Then when it was time for me to get into the university, people had asked me a lot of times, what are you going to study? What are you going to study? And I was like, okay, I'll just study law.
Oh.
Since that was like the main arts kind of course that was very popular. But it got to a time when I discovered that for every time I told people I was going to study law, it was not really fulfilling.
For you or for them?
For me.
Okay.
Yeah. Initially, I had been telling people that I wanted to study music though, but they're like, people that really make it in music don't necessarily have to study it. You just have to have the talent and just go on with it. And I was like, okay, then I'll just stay with law. But I discovered that what I really loved and what I really wanted to do actually was music. And then I made up my mind that I was going to study music. It was a tug of war between myself and my parents.
Yeah, right.
But, I just decided to let them know that this is what I want to do and this is what I find passion for. And I decided to go on with it.
Wow. Great. Let's look at how the journey started. You just relayed a bit of it. And thus far, for you, a graduate here, do you feel fulfilled doing music and studying music?
I would say fulfillment is an understatement because for every time I do music, I feel like this is it. Like, this is what I should be doing. Just yesterday, somebody forwarded me a song to do an open verse for. So I just took some time and wrote, and after writing the song, I just kept singing it again and again, and I was like, I love this. Sometimes I listen to my songs and I'm like, boy, you really wrote that. Right? Yeah, I feel really fulfilled doing this.
That's it.
But from your biography we read, you do other things, you know, from being a cinematographer. Did you dabble into all this to corroborate the music part of it, or just because one route would not do it for you?
No, not necessarily for the music. Yeah, I finished secondary school and my dad told me to learn graphics design.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got to learn graphics design, and over the time, I've always had a company name in my head, which would be a company that will house music, media, management, marketing. Yeah, so I was just like, okay, let me learn the basics of these things.
Okay.
And over time, I've seen them come through for me over and over again for my music.
Yes.
Right? Because I do my cover arts, I do my videos, I direct my videos, I edit my videos. So most of these things just come in handy for my craft now.
Fair enough.
That's honestly, the younger generation, you guys are really taking it the bull by the horn, and that's amazing. Now let's look at music. If I have to begin to name names, of course, Nigeria is well stocked with great artists, in which you fall into that category as well. But for music, for you, is it something you would want to sit back and say, this is what I'm going to be doing, aside the graphics, the cinematography? Do you see yourself coming up with albums in the nearest future?
Like being in the limelight?
Yeah.
To that level?
I have big dreams.
Great.
I have a lot of unreleased songs already. I've planned a couple of releases, though they've not been able to pull through yet. I've planned to drop some projects which have not pulled through yet, but they're still in the works, and I will be doing this for a long time. I plan to go on tours, meet with people, share my music with the world, and see how much that people get to benefit from what I have.
Let me ask you, what genre of music do you sing?
I do a mix of Afrobeats, I do alternative, I do R&B.
So what inspires your kind of music?
Okay. First of all, I would say me as a person, I can have a lot going on in my head, and they say it's art, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be your story. You just have to tell a story. Yeah. So sometimes I just get these ideas in my head and I just begin to write. Sometimes I write about love. Sometimes I write about God, about my faith. Depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes like the song that was played initially, I wrote a song about big talk that's about the fact that we've had a lot of failed promises from governments over time as Nigerians, and I discovered that seems to be an issue, right? Yeah, so how that we as Nigerians, we are resilient, but sometimes we get comfortable even when it's not in our favor. Yeah. So I was like, we've heard these things over and over again, these promises over and over again. I mean, in my little years of being on earth, I mean, I've also experienced these things, and I was like, okay, let me do something to show that I'm not against any government per se. I'm just trying to tell people to wake up. Yeah, wake up to the reality of what we're actually facing.
All right, let's take a video of one of Gladness' works. How many of your songs got your visuals now?
Just to have official videos.
For now. All right, let's get to see one of his songs here. Then we'll talk about that song and a couple of other things before we call it a wrap on the show this morning. Please stay with us.
I try, you help me don't deny. Even when I cry, I know you on my side. Many troubles, when I even my trouble. Valley of the shadows, but I never go solo. Many troubles, but I never see that road. I got no worries, solo do. Majo mayo vida. Majo mayo vida. Majo mayo vida. Oh, it's so shefuni, money dioni. Majo mayo vida. Majo mayo vida. Majo mayo vida. Oh, it's so shefuni, money dioni. I've been dancing like I've been out of my mind. We gon' wander forever. And even try to do the things you do. What need me? Rather you do. What you brought me through, I built my faith in you. I'm here because of you. I see your miracles, yeah. Father, lover, healer, redeemer, master, savior, and friend. Many troubles, but not even my trouble. Valley of the shadow, but I never go solo. Many troubles, but I never see double. I got no worries, solo do. Majo mayo vida. Majo mayo vida.
Oh my. Yeah.
And then and the things you do. Well done. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
beautiful.
Wow, my yo.
So sometimes you could just decide to go gospel. Sometimes you just do the
Alternative R&B.
What did you call it?
Alternative
R&B, right?
Yeah.
This was nice.
Honestly.
Where were you when you shot? I mean, this particular video.
And how long ago was that?
Oh,
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
yes.
That was November, December last year.
Oh, okay, very fresh.
Yeah. My Joe, my. That's me. I like that already. My Joe, my yo. It's gospel.
The part I like is.
But you got two backup singers now.
No, you got us. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
Well done.
For the future.
Yes, sir.
What's the plan? I know you probably don't want to let the cat out of the bag totally, but then what's the future looking like for you in the music industry? What are your plans? What do you want to look like in the next 10 years? Because we might all not be here, but I just watch on one of the cable TVs and that's Gigi.
Yeah.
I know Gigi. Yeah. Tell us.
Okay. I will love to be in the scene, not just doing the music, but also inspiring others to do the same. Right? I think, well, when I talk about music many times, I talk from the view of not just a music artist, but a music practitioner.
Okay.
Yeah. So so far, I would say that there's many elements that are being lost in music. Yeah, and many artists are not exactly doing some things like they're supposed to do, right? And I will prefer to be that kind of artist that people will see and say, I don't just want to be like this person. I love this person's artistry. Yeah, I want to inspire by my lyricism. I want to inspire by my melodies. I want to inspire by my outlook, by many things that I do. Yeah, I want to bring in my personal beliefs and preferences into my music. Yes, so some things that I love, some things that I take as things more like principles for my life. I want to bring them into my music and show the world how that you don't exactly have to be this or that or what the people or what the world has said you should be or what it should be like. It can be like this and it can be great too. One of those things is that I personally believe, this is my personal belief though, that music can be labeled gospel songs, secular songs, but artists should not exactly be labeled. Yeah, because it's the artist that makes the music, and it's the lyrics that determines, is this gospel or secular or what or whatnot. So I, as the artist, I can decide to do
whatever
Christian
you want to do,
depending on the fact that I have this story that I want to tell, I have this that I want to do, and I use my art to communicate that. So.
Yeah. So what makes a musician survive out there? I mean, there are so many musicians everywhere. So what do you think, what makes a good musician?
I would say, not first of all, is perseverance, but I would say not just perseverance. There's still a lot of these, there's a lot of artists that have been persevering, but
they're not there.
They're not there, yes. I believe mentorship, yeah. I believe investment. I believe knowledge, yeah. So the more you learn, the more you know what to do and what not to do.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a personal mantra that I have that experience is the best teacher, right? But
Absolutely.
it should not always be your experience. You can live off people's experiences.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you gain more knowledge by that. Okay, this person did this and it didn't work, so I don't need to do that, saying that it won't work. Yeah. So that's where mentorship comes in. Yeah. Then investments, investing into your music, getting a lot of investors. I mean, we also have social media now, yeah, and it makes a lot more people visible. Yeah, so do a lot more putting out yourself, putting out a lot of content on social media. They say the artist makes the song, the fans make the hits. So you don't exactly know which would hit. So you just keep putting it out and putting it out and putting it out. Then monetary investments too. We all pray that we get either somebody or a company to sponsor us to do what we love to do and see how that we can get on the big stages, even though we don't see that coming, but we still do what we need to do.
Wow, amazing.
That's it.
Who do you look up to in the music world, both locally and both nationally and internationally?
Okay, three names always come to mind. First, I would mention Two-Face.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
he's been a great inspiration so long. Coming from the 90s down to 2024,
Plantation
and
Boys.
his music still
Evergreen?
It's evergreen, ever fresh, and he as an artist has evolved over time, and he's not stuck in the African Queen Two-Face. Is not the same Two-Face in 2024. Another artist that I look up to is Adekunle Gold. Yeah, Adekunle Gold too is somewhat like Two-Face, evolved over time. I mean, I followed him right from his journey from a graphic designer, a Photoshopper, to becoming an artist. And I've seen him evolve, becoming many things over time. And till now, he's still very much relevant. And you just see and know that this guy still has a lot more in the back to bring out. And the third I would mention is a guy called Manuel. He's a Nigerian, but he's based in the US. Yeah, he's not so popular, but I love his works. I love his music. I love his artistry, his songwriting, the way he creates music. I just love it. So these are the guys that I say I look up to.
No, don't worry. You look forward to it. Yeah. When my song comes out, you'll be amazed.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, you know, just don't talk. Let's just go. Gladness, we wish you the very best.
Yes,
and
Gigi.
just keep the good works coming.
Yes, sir.
And definitely, we got your back up in here. No doubt about that.
Yes, sir.
Right. It's been a pleasure speaking with Gladness Gold. I love to call him Gigi. An artist, a cinematographer, and he has quite a whole lot up his sleeve. And we just hope the sky will not even stop him. Thank you indeed for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That will be the size of the show for today.
Definitely.
We love you and we thank you for being here with us. Most especially, we'd like to thank our director, our producer, the entire production and transmission team for making it happen with us and for us, and to you out there as well for taking time out to watch this program. You can check us out on our social media handles. We are definitely on IG, on Facebook, and also on X at Western Spring Television. You can get a recap of this program on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. Tunde Idowu is my name at Irresistible TD on X. Hey, we've got talk to talk.